Right, hold on, guys. Give me one moment. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the STB Racing League season 21. Sorry, French Grand Prix. I had a bit of issues with the stream there in the opening stages. You know, it wouldn't be an STB stream for Tier 1 with me as commentator without any issues. But welcome, everyone, to France. Last week, we couldn't race at Austria, and someone's left the session. That's Semiko. Okay, we're getting back in. We couldn't race last week due to the issues with the Xbox One glitch. We're now back. They've been fixed. We are now back here in France, and I believe rain is imminent in this qualifying session. I believe rain is imminent, guys. I can't speak today. But, yeah, we're here in France, guys. A track that most drivers like, I believe. A lot of drivers do like this circuit. So we'll see what Bernardo A is going to do on his lap. Is this going to be pole position for the Brazilian? Is he going to get in the 29s? No. So it is a 30.0. He stars off the track. Rain is imminent, as I said, trying to get Sem back in here, the session. Otherwise, he will get disqualified from the race if he's not in. So he needs to hurry up. And that causes lobby glitches and things like that. Joey then going to come around the final corner. Let's see what he's going to do on his lap. He was also a driver that was affected by the glitches last week, and he's going to come across that line, and it's going to be a 30.5. Puts in P9. And he starts in the pit lane. Tris, is he going to be up on his lap time? Looks like the Williams is different as well. A bit of red on the car as well. He's going to come around the final corner. And rain is starting to fall just as Trish finishes his lap. It's P12 for the Williams. P12 for the Williams. Rain has started to fall here at Paul Ricard. Rain has started to fall here at Paul Ricard. And I don't know where Sem is. Where is Sem? Because he can't get back in the game. Don't know what is going on. Sem is in. Okay. So that is it, guys. That is your qualifying then for the French Grand Prix. Live from Paul Ricard. I think that's how you pronounce it, Paul Ricard. As he got, it's Rappy there. He was going across the track there. But yes, it was raining, guys, here in qualifying. So the session is now over as we wait for the drivers to cross that checkered flag here in France. Is Kinter going to improve on his 30.7? I don't think he will. No. Well, he's not that far off, to be honest. And Mafio's going to come into the pit lane. So that is it, guys. That is France for you. That is the qualifying session here in Paul Ricard in Le Castellet. And do you know what? A pretty solid qualifying. Bernardo A takes pole position, but second is PUR Rosberg. He's only a 10th down. Third is it's Rappy. Again, couldn't race in Austria last week. He was going to be absent anyway. And he comes back and he puts it P3. Very good driver that we've got in to Tier 1 here. So great stuff from me, of course, getting these lovely drivers. Fourth is Sem. He'll be happy with that, I think. Very close. It's very close here. It's very close, the pack here in Tier 1 this season. Ali Ferrari. He's back with us as well. He's P6. 7th is Akosili. He's going to spin there round the final corner. But, yeah, guys, as we gear up then for the French Grand Prix, I'd just like to wish everyone a happy Halloween. Hope everyone is celebrating it well. Please don't be, doing any trick-or-treating because we're here for STB tonight. So, there you go. But, yeah, Akosili. And that took very long to load him. But your pole man is going to be Bernardo A, all the way from Brazil. He takes pole position at the French Grand Prix. This could well be the final ever French race. It depends on this week's racing, whether it's on next season's calendar. Second is PY Rosberg. Third is It's Rappi. Fourth is Sem. Fifth is Ermine. Sixth is Ali Ferrari. Seventh is Akoseli. Eighth is Ilton. Ninth is Joey. 10th is Vincent. 11th is Ali Star. 12th is Trace. 13th Ben. 14th Kintat. 15th Rev Caterpillar. 16th is Mafio. And 17th is Lucas Eduardo. Top 16 spaced out by 9/10. This could well be a cracking race. It's looking very close, I must say. Very close. Guys, there is no formation lap due to the tyre glitch, so we won't have to wait for any safety cars. We'll get straight on with the racing here in France. Bienvenue à France. France. Sorry if my pronunciation is bad, but we have got quite a few French drivers here tonight. We will have some tomorrow as well. In the return of PUR, we've got PUR Rosberg, PUR Ilton, PUR Vincent. So we've got quite a few drivers to take us, to show us the reigns of France and show us why this track should be on the calendar next season. Obviously, France is not on the 2023 calendar in real life, so it won't be on next year's game. So this could well be the final ever French Grand Prix that we have at Paul Ricard in STB. So, well, for the foreseeable future. So, do you know what? I can't wait for this race. It's going to be a cracker. France always delivers. If it delivers this week, in terms of all divisions, then it may be put on the calendar next season. But we're going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to hope that this race does the track justice. I personally love France. I love Paul Ricard. So I'm pleasantly looking forward to this race, and I think the race winner is going to be Bernardo A again. We have to do the predictions early now, guys, because there's no formation out because they have the game up. But I think we are getting going here in France. What the hell is going on? We're getting going, but why is my game like this? Okay, we're going. We're getting going. We're here. Okay, we've started, but people are lagging. What's going on here? What is going on? Why is everyone ghosted? Right, has it sorted itself out now? Is Bernardo A not in the game? Okay, guys, sorry. Such confusion here. Why is everyone ghosting? Everyone's ghosting. On my screen. Everyone's ghosting. What is going on? Have they fucked this game again? Or is it just lag? Right, I think we're back racing now, guys. Sorry, I completely messed the start up because it was lagging. But we've got Ilton versus the Red Bull of Ali Star going through the chicane there. That's going to be for P7 and 6 there. And apparently there's blue flags. Why is there blue flags waving? It's lap 1. And side by side, there's contact! Ali Star has been spanned round. The Alpha Tauri's been spanned round. There looks like there is some lag in this lobby, or something's going on. Something is going on in this lobby because people have just been taking each other out. Someone else has spanned there. That's Mafio and the Williams of Tris there. They've both had contact down at the back. I don't know what has gone on, but everyone was just either ghosting inside each other. Everyone's in the pits now. Everyone was either ghosting inside each other, or it was just horrible, horrible scenes. I think Mafio and Tris have both avoided front wing damage. They're going to try and get on with their race. Ali Star, I think, has also avoided damage as well. He's got a little cone there in his car. But yeah, guys, I think the race has calmed itself down now. Sem is apparently... I think Sem is... lagged. I think Sem's lagged. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm really confused. But Ali Ferrari then versus Rappi into the chicane. And Ali Star's going to get that move done. He's up into P4 now. I think there's some, I don't know, I think there's some glitching going on. It says Sem is 1 minute and 33 behind everyone else, but on my screen, he's in P3, so yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think it is just a glitch now on this game. Predicted pit stop strategy then. It is a one-stop at medium to hards or hard to medium, and Eduardo is through on Akosilis. Akosilis really struggled on that start, and I think Sem and Ali Ferrari's going to go up the inside here. Trying to get that move done, and I think he has done down the straight, but Sem's going to have better straight line speed as they come down into turn 1. Sem is on those hard compound tyres. Ali Ferrari's on those mediums. And I think it's now sorted itself out. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like glitches, guys. It's a bit, I don't know. I think we had the same thing with Tier 3 as well, where Tekkas and Moncho were both lagging and had a bit of problems with their timing. So hopefully everything is sorted now. But it looks pretty clean within the top 6 at the minute, as the drivers are now just going to try and sort themselves out in this Grand Prix. Ben picks up a penalty. So you've got Ermine now down into P15. So I think he's had some sort of collision with someone down. I think he was involved in that contact with Addy Starr and some of those drivers down there. But yeah, Sem is of course on those hard tyres. So Sem, Bernard and Bernardo are both going to be quite slow at this part of the Grand Prix because they're both on a set of hards compared to the others around them that are on mediums. Rosberg's on medium. Gap is 1.2 seconds. Looks like there's some action going on here. We've got Caterpillar and Ben. Ben's up the inside. Rev's going to get the undercut move done. And Rev is up into P8 now. He keeps that P8 position. There you go. Look at that. Great stuff. Next up for Rev is Quinta. Right, it's Rappi then, battling with Ilton. Yeah, Rappi's going to be slow at this part of the race as well. Ilton's got mediums on. And Ermine sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's also on a set of mediums. So the strategy is very... and Vincent is coming past Joey then, in front of his home crowd as well. They'll be loving that. But yeah, strategies are very, very mixed in this Grand Prix. We've got some on hards and some on mediums. Very mixed strategies here in France. And Eduardo now is on a set of softs, so he's not had a good time of it all. I think he was involved in that collision down at the back as well. But you know what? This helps strategy now. Obviously, the update came out today, and the strategy's now a lot. You can go a lot more aggressive. They've offered more variety in how many tyres are allowed. So I think you're allowed more mediums now. I think you are allowed more mediums. So, do you know what? It's going to be great for strategy, that new update that they've brought out, but they have to see if it makes any more glitches into the game or causes any more issues. Time will tell, I guess. But Ali Ferrari is really now catching Bernardo 8. So we're going to have to find out what he's up to. And Eduardo is in the pits. Eduardo is in the pit lane and he's retired from the race. He's had enough. Yeah. Oh, was that front wing damage? Or yeah, he's pitted. Yeah, that's enough then for his race. He's out of the Grand Prix. And he will pay no more. He will pay no more time and have no more action in this French Grand Prix. He's out the session. He's left. He's retired from the Grand Prix and he's out. We'll see him next week at the Hungaroring in Hungary. Right then, Ali Ferrari then really catching Bernardo A here. Really pushing on now with that Alfa Romeo. Really pushing on. Gap now. So Ali Ferrari does have that DRS now to help him. Sem can just keep him that DRS. Let Ali Ferrari, you know, take him round the track with that DRS. Tag him along. And hopefully these two can work together to catch up to Bernardo A and try and catch these two. Bernardo A and Rosberg. Sem, of course, is in this battle. There's been a yellow flag in the second sector. I think that might be... That's F1 Ben. And Ali Star's up to P11 now. And Ben's going to have the DRS. And he's up the inside. He's up into P11 now. Ben's not had a very good time of it tonight. Side by side with the Red Bull. Here we go. Around this long swooping right-hander corner. I think Ali Star's going to have the line. No, he's not. But he will have the line for the next corner. He's going to have the outside line. Going to try and get him all around the outside. He's going to have a much better exit than the McLaren. Yeah, Ben's really pushing hard, but he's got no ERS. So there's nothing really to do. And I think Ben might be coming in for a retirement. Yeah, Ben has retired from the French Grand Prix. He's had enough of that. Right then, so the gaps are now starting to close. Ali Ferrari is now 0.7 of a second behind Bernardo A. Is that Rosberg? Rosberg's made a mistake! Rosberg spun! Rosberg has spun out of the French Grand Prix of his home Grand Prix! Rosberg has spun on traction, and now Ali Ferrari is going to be going for the lead. Bernardo A takes the lead of the French Grand Prix. It has changed in a matter of moments. Rosberg has fucked it completely here in France, his home race. He was leading by 2 seconds. He has fucked it completely. He was in control of the Grand Prix. Is this Ali Ferrari's opportunity then here in France? He's gone wide and Seb's going to try and come back at him. Seb's going to go around the outside of the Swede. Ali Star keeps the position, but now he's out of that DRS. He needs to get back in that DRS with Bernardo A. This race has been turned on its head now. And Ilton is close behind these guys as well. So it is really hotting up now here in France. It's a 5-way battle for the lead. It is hotting up, ladies and gentlemen. It's hot. Right, so Ali Ferrari's going to be back in that DRS. See, I think Rosberg just dipped it on traction. I think that's what happened. Well, let's see then. Is Ali Ferrari going to gain time down the straight? Is he going to gain enough? Well, he's going about 2/10, so it's not too much time, to be honest. But Bernardo has made a mistake on the chicane. This is going to give to Ali Star now the opportunity down the straight. 4/10 is the gap now. This is incredible to watch. This is phenomenal. And we've got Triss and Mafio going side by side. Mafio's up to P12, but he's gone wide. Right then, let's see. Sem is really going well here in France now. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we come to France. It's very hard to get out when you've got someone in that DRS range. It's very hard to pull out of the DRS around this track. You've got very long straights with the DRS. It's easier to follow now around these Sector 1 corners as well, as Ali Fry picks up a penalty. As I said, it's easier now to follow, so you haven't got too much now of that dirty air from the driver in front of you to lose time around that section. DRS again then down the straight. Rosberg is catching Rappy here. And Sem is just saving that ERS. You know what? This could be a good race. You know, this could be a very good race come the end of it. You'll have drivers on different tyres. You'll have Bernardo on a set of mediums. You'll have Sem on a set of mediums. You'll have Ali Ferrari trying to get that undercut on the hards. Ilton will also be on hards, and you've got Rappy also on a set of mediums at the end. So it's going to be absolutely insane scenes at the back end of this Grand Prix. So the thing that Sem now has in his locker is about 50% more ERS, as Rosberg is now in the pits. So he's gone for an early pit stop. Triss has sped into the pit lane. He's retired. He's had enough. But yeah, Rosberg now has gone for an early pit stop onto a set of hard compound tyres. And he's going to try and get that undercut move now. Rev's just, just chilling. He's just chilling with Quinta, Vincent, and Joey here. He's just chilling in P6 at the moment. Rev needs to try and get as many points as possible in this race to minimise any points loss that he gets to Sem, because he is Sem's main competitor. Although Bernardo A is really pushing on in this championship. If Bernardo A can win the next few races, then do you know what? This could well be a championship battle between Sem and Bernardo A here. So do watch out for that, because I'm really intrigued to see whether the Brazilian can win and do something here in France. But those mediums are going to be running. They are going to be struggling soon. So Ali Fry needs to take advantage of being on the mediums at the moment. Vincent is in the pits, and Rappy's trying to get past Ilton. Ilton's out of ERS. Into turn 1. That was a bit scary there. Mafio's going to continue on. So Mafio has got Vincent in the pits there. Let's see what Rosberg's going to do. I think Rosberg's got him as well. It's quite a slow pit. It's a very slow and long pit lane here in France. Oh, and Akos silly. Akos silly. Akos silly. Wow then. It's been a disaster for Akos silly here today. It's been a disaster for the whole season, really. But we've had an incredible battle so far. We've got Bernardo A, Ali Ferrari 5, STB Semike, PUR Ilton, and It's Rappy, all in the DRS train here in France. You join us for round 12 of the season at the French Grand Prix. And it is really going to be that race here. Like, I truly believe it's going to be that race. I truly believe it will be. Right, Ilton's in the pit lane. This is going to be a vital few laps now for the Mercedes to get that undercut. It's a good stop there for Mercedes. This is going to be vital now for Ilton to be out in clean air. Get those fresh hards on and get a move on in this Grand Prix. And we're going to see what it's going to be like with Ilton as well. And Rosberg. Quite a big gap, but then Ilton's going to be quite slow on these new hard compound tyres. So yeah, Rev, Kinta and Joey are just keeping it here. But here we go, Ali Ferrari. Check out the Alfa Romeo. Sem here trying to dart all around the circuit to try and get past. Ali Ferrari will be in the pit soon. So this is a crucial moment now for Sem. Doesn't want to lose too much time and then get after Bernardo. He does not want to lose too much time stuck behind this Alfa Romeo. Is Ali Ferrari going to go into the pits? Ali Ferrari is in the pit lane. So that, I think, has gave Sem now the opportunity to have DRS as well down this race. That's going to help him down here as well. Here we go then. This is it now for STB Semike. Kinta gets a hard as he can time for speeding into the pit lane. Remember, this is a 37 miles per hour pit lane. You can't go too quick into it. You can't go too quick into the pits. But here we go. This is now it. It's Semike versus Bernardo A. For the season 21 French Grand Prix. Here we go then, DRS down the next straight. I expect these drivers to be boxing around lap 15, lap 16 onto a set of mediums. They're going to be very good on those mediums as well. Remember, the tyre warm-up for the hards is very slow, of course. So, there you go. Then you got, it's Rappy there, 2.3 seconds down. So he's not really there with these guys. These guys are a bit too quick today. That's Bernardo, Sem, Ali Ferrari, and Ilton. Ilton was on the back of that pack as well. So Ilton's going to get some extra pace on those fresh hards as well that he boxed onto. I think now it's just important for Sem to just keep in that DRS. Keep that ERS intact. And he's got himself in a very good position here. That 14 now of the Grand Prix. And he's just pushing on. He's looking very good in that first sector, but he's lost a bit of time actually. Doesn't want to take identical lines to Bernardo A because that dirty air is still there. It's still there, you know. DRS down the straight then. That's going to come down at 2.5 tenths into the braking zone. This is it now for Semike. This is it. I can sense the hunger. He couldn't race last week. No one could, but he had those issues last week, and now he's back. And he's hungry to get this position. The Austrian Grand Prix, guys, as well, will be now hosted when Abu Dhabi was supposed to be, and Abu Dhabi will be a week later. Austria has been postponed. It's been rescheduled for Tier 1. So just thought I'd put that in as well while we wait for these battles to sort themselves out. But they're going on for another lap then. Here we go then, DRS. You can just see as well, Bernardo A can just take that final curb. Take the curb out the final corner. Come on, Sem. Looks like there's some action. So Mafia has been overtaken by Ali Ferrari now. So Ali Ferrari is going to be trying to sort his shit out as they come through. Hilton picks up a penalty. I don't think Hilton has the pace on these hards. I swear he was quite close to Ali Ferrari, and now he's about 3 seconds behind the Alfa Romeo. But Sem is now getting close to the back of the Alpine. Is it box time for the Red Bull? Is it box time for these two drivers here? Is it box time? Sem's carrying on. Okay, this is interesting stuff now. Sem has carried on and Bernardo 8 is in the pits. Right then. This is interesting. Bernardo 8 into the pit lane. Set of mediums for the Alpine. Is he going to be out in dirty air though? That is what I'm thinking. Rev Caterpillar is in. Ali Ferrari, right. Let's see where Ali Ferrari is compared to Bernardo 8. It's going to be close. Check out the Alpine on the right-hand side. Ali Ferrari takes the position off of Bernardo 8. And now Bernardo 8 is going to have that dirty air. So that is disastrous. And I think this is also going to be for Sem as well, because Ali Ferrari will be able to get that gap out as well. Ali Ferrari, I think, will be leading this Grand Prix after the pit stops. I think that's how it's going to work. Akosili's just having an absolute mare over time tonight. Do feel for him, because he's definitely got the pace to be up there, but he's just getting the lap in qualifying and just keeping out of trouble. It's been something that Akosili needs to work on, I think. But there we go then. Sem has really used up that ERS and now is going to come into the pit lane. Rap is in as well. Right, let's see where these two drivers are. Ali Ferrari and Bernardo A. Where are these two drivers? Remember, it's a 37 miles per hour pit lane. Bernardo A is going to be very quick, but where is Sem going to come out? Sem's down the straight. Sem's halfway down the pit lane. And Ali Ferrari's down the straight now. Let's see them. Is Ali Ferrari going to take... It's going to be close. Is Ali Ferrari going to take the lead of the French Grand Prix? It's going to be close. As I said, Bernardo is around the outside of the first corner. And Semi K takes the lead of... He keeps the lead of the French Grand Prix. He's going to have cold tyres now. So he will have Ali Ferrari all over the back of him. But that's interesting. Sem really pushed hard on that lap there. On that in lap. Really pushed hard, and now he leads the French Grand Prix. Incredible stuff, and Bernardo A is right on his job. Look at the extra grip of the DRS into the corner. Side by side, and Bernardo A takes P2. Would you look at that? That was scary, you know. That was pretty scary, I'm not going to lie. And now Bernardo A is going to have warmer tyres than Sem. So, yeah. You can also see, guys, that the liveries are now different. They're now changed on the game, and there's a yellow flag. That's Rev and Vincent. Yeah, that's Rev. There's been a collision down there. So Rev's on a set of mediums, and Kinta and Jerry are both on mediums. You've got Rosberg on a set of hards, Ilton on hards, Rappy on mediums, then you've got Bernardo A and Semike on those medium compound tyres. To take them now to the end of the Grand Prix. Who is going to win this French Grand Prix, though? Who's going to win? I don't know, you know. I don't know who's going to win this race. And Ali Star, I think there's been a collision. Or there's been some traction or something's gone down. Akosili is really struggling with that car. Right then, so now Sem needs to keep it on the track, I reckon. That's the first thing he needs to do. Keep it consistent, keep it steady. I love how these drivers can ride the curbs here in France. It's one of them tracks where you really can abuse the curbs. Ali Star has retired from the Grand Prix. So he's had some sort of issue. We'll see him tomorrow in Tier 2 for the French Grand Prix. And it's Rappy then, really getting on the back of Ali Ferrari. And I think Akosili has made another mistake. And there's some contact there between Rappy and Ali Ferrari as they come through. Ali Ferrari picks up a penalty. I don't think starting on those mediums was the right call from Ali Ferrari, you know. I don't think that was the right call. And Rappy's going to come through. Rappy's going to get P3. And that is Ali Ferrari's chances of a podium gone. Unless there's a mistake from the top three guys. All down to strategy here in France. Should have started on them hards, Ali. Should have started on them hards. Right, we're on our way then, in the slipstream. Akosili's had enough. He's retired from the French Grand Prix. And Rev is through on Quintap. And there's been some contact on the apex as well. Yep. There you go. Look at that. Rev up into P8. It's not been the best race for Rev, but yeah, it's just unlucky really. But he's on those better tyres now, those mediums. Right, Bernardo's close then. Rappy looks like he's catching as well. A little bit. Just a little bit though. So if Bernardo A and Sem keep battling, which could bring Rappy into it. We've got Rosberg and Hilton going side by side. We'll see them, I think, as well in Tier 2 tomorrow. That'll be very competitive, I reckon. Very competitive. you know, they're competitive tonight, so I can't even imagine what they're going to be like tomorrow in Tier 2. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasant race. It's been pleasant. It's been pleasant so far. It's not been the best of races, but it's been pleasant. I think now Bernardo A is just trying to calculate where he can make this move. Where is he going to make this move here? Is he going to do it down the straight? Is he going to try and save some of that ERS so he can try and get this move? How long are we going to be waiting, guys, for an overtake, for a battle between these two? Rappy is catching. He actually is catching. So do watch out for Rappy because he's on the charge here in France. He's on the charge, guys. Rappy is. Watch out for the Mexican. Yellow flag. That's Joey making a mistake. Tint has passed him. I think it's safe to say that this is not a track that Joey is particularly good at. Compared to, you know, like Canada. Rappy has picked up a penalty. Rappy has picked up a penalty, so now he is in trouble. He's still on for the podium, but he's in trouble for potentially getting this victory. Bernardo A is catching, he's catching, he's catching, he's catching, he's catching, he's catching, but he's not quite close enough into turn one to make that move. Rappy is catching in this first sector as well. Bernardo A looks like he's got some dirty air. He's struggling a little bit, especially around this section of corner. It's this corner that he's struggling on. Look at that. Loses so much time around there, and he's lost about a tenth to Rappy. He was in that clean air. Now he's going to pull out because he's got the DRS. Come on, Sem. Keep it together. Lap 23 of the Grand Prix. Who is going to be on that top step of the podium? Who is going to be on the top step of that podium? We've got some action going on here. We've got Rosberg and Hilton going side by side. And I think we've got Quinta and Joey going side by side. I think Joey's got that move done back on the Haas now. And Matt's slowly catching these three for potential points from this race. And we've got Ermine just chilling at the back there. Been another race to forget for Ermine. Right, here we go then. I think Rappy's dropped off a bit now. He has dropped off. So now, really, I think the battle is between Sem and Bernardo A. Who is going to win the French Grand Prix? DRS then for Bernardo A. It's lap 24 of the race. It's now crunch time for the Brazilian. Oh, that was close there. That was close. But Sem is going to have now a lot of ERS. About 30% more now than the Brazilian behind him. Got Ilton and Rosberg going side by side. That's a good little bit of battling there for the French crowd. Ilton's going to try going back up the inside. He's going to do it. He's got that move done. Up into P5 goes Ilton, but he's going to defend around the outside. On the inside side, Rosberg's going to try and come around the outside. But yeah, that is the move for PUR Ilton, and he's going to try and... Oh, Rosberg there. Oh, that was a bit scary there. DRS for Rosberg down the straight. Into the first corner. Wee. Up into P5 goes Rosberg. Great racing. Great to see these two racing tonight. Giving us some great action. Giving us some great racing here in their home race. And I think Rappi has made a mistake because he's lost a position to Ali Ferrari. And oh wow, he's up the inside. Oh my God, he's on the inside. That was going to be contact then. The overspeed that he had was insane. And Ilton's going to try and come back at him again. Round the outside goes Rosberg. Look at that. This is great racing between the two Mercedes. Ilton and Rosberg. This is great stuff. And he's going to drive on the inside. Yeah, this is beautiful stuff. This is beautiful from the two Mercedes drivers. And Bernardo A then. Is he starting to give up? He's lost time. Rosberg's picked up a penalty. I don't know how he's picked up a penalty there, but... Oh, and Vincent and Kinto are going side by side through the final two corners now. Now this is where all the battles are coming through. And I think Vincent's got that position. He's up to P9. DRS is open on the Aston Martin. Rosberg's on the inside. Oh, that was close, that. Wait for the straight, Rosberg. Wait for the straight. Don't stress me out like this. Wait for the straight. Right, Bernardo A needs to get a move on now. We can't speak to him because he's on PC, so that's going to be a shame because I'd love to speak to Bernardo A and see what he thinks about this race. But yeah, great showing from the Brazilian tonight. Rosberg and Ilton going side by side again. This is great stuff. This is incredible racing. I've not seen anything like this before. This is beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff. You know, they're pushing each other hard. They're giving the French crowd something, you know, something good to look at. Great stuff. Down the straight then, in the DRS. Rosberg's going to try to come back at him. Oh, that was a bit aggressive there from Ilton as they come down to turn one. And that's another move done from the Mercedes on the Mercedes. And he's up to P5 now. And Ilton's now going to try to come back at him down the next straight. Right, let's see at this battle then. So Rappi is 6/10 the gap. He's going to use all of his ERS, I think, down this straight. So we're going to find out now. Is this going to be enough? Has Bernardo A got enough in his tank here? I don't think he does. I think this is it now. Come on, Rappi. What have you got? Got a little bit more ERS, means you're gonna have a little bit more speed. No ERS for Ali Ferrari. That could be dangerous for him. Rosberg and Ilton side by side. Here we go. Oh, the inside goes Elton. Going to try and hold it on the inside for the next bit. Oh, and Rosberg's trying to come back at him again. Oh, look at this. Around the outside goes Elton. What a move there from the Mercedes. But STB Semi-K is going to win the French Grand Prix live from Paul Ricard. He's back on the top step of the podium. Second is Bernardo A. Third is Ali Ferrari. Is it going to be? No, it's not. Rappi will get P3 in the end. And then we've got Elton and Rosberg coming through as well. Photo finish. It's a photo finish for the two Mercedes. Rev is going to come home in P7. Joey's going to come home in P8. Quinta beats Vincent to the line. Mafio gets 9th in the end. And Irmine's going to come through. That is a disaster. It was a disaster race for Irmine tonight. But respect to him for finishing the French Grand Prix. That's good. That from the Finn. Guys, though, that is it. That is your French Grand Prix live from Paul Ricard. Driver of the day was Rev. Do you know what? I'd say driver of the day. Do you know what was Sem? Because he was able, here he is again with his Red Bull. He was just able to keep that gap. He was able to keep him through it, and he saved his ERS incredibly well. And that was ultimately meant that ultimately meant that he was able to take the win here in France. Red Bull are happy, and the driver's happy on the podium. It's another win for STB Semi-K here in season 21. Your race winner was STB Semi-K. Second was Bernardo A. Third was It's Rappi. Fourth, Ali Ferrari. Fifth was PUR Ilton. Sixth, PUR Rosberg. Those two drivers, great little battle between the two Mercedes drivers here in France tonight. Seventh was Rev Caterpillar. Eighth was EXR Joey. Ninth was Mafio. 10th was Quinta. 11th was PUR Vincent. 12th was BRS Ermine. And your non-finishers were Akosili, Ali Starr, Tris, Ben, and Lucas Eduardo. That was your French Grand Prix. We're going to speak to the two podium finishers that were on Xbox due to Bernardo being on PC, but that was a decent little race here in France. Wasn't the most exciting, but do you know what? The end little battle. Two very competitive drivers in Sem and Bernardo A. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they got on in the rest of the season. But yeah, wait for Rappi to get in. If Rappi can't join, then we'll speak to STB Semi-K. Rappi's in. Okay. So that was a pretty interesting outing here in France. But Rappi, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, I'd like to include your audio if you haven't. Obviously, France, I don't know if you enjoy the track, but it definitely was great for battling here tonight. You had a good battle with Ali Ferrari. Just take me through the race, and yeah, I mean, you got another podium, so you must be happy with how the race went.
Yeah. I was catching up on the final laps, but I put the AI for one lap and I lost 4 seconds to the Red Bull and Bernardo. But I'm happy with the P3. I could get P2 or P1, but I'm happy with the P3.
Okay. Next week we go to Hungary, more of a technical circuit. How are you feeling ahead of next week? Rappi.
Yep.
Sorry, Hungary next week. How are you feeling ahead of Hungary?
In Hungary, I feel comfortable. I like that track, but the tire temps are gonna be so high, so it's a tricky track.
Okay. Well, thank you, Rappi, and well done on your P3. Bernardo Bay was second. Sem, P1, another victory. You're back on the top. We had that issue last week with the Xbox One glitch. But you're back racing, back on top of the podium. Just tell me how you're feeling after that race? The ERS management was definitely key today.
Yeah, that was the key for the win at the end. But yeah, had a fun race. Pretty average start. Then up to P3, and then just kept following the DRS train. Had a lot of ERS during the whole race. Did an overcut on literally everyone who was around me, so that was quite nice. And then yeah, a fun battle with Bernardo A on the last few laps. Just thinking what he was doing with the ERS and then managing it myself. And yeah, I'm really happy with the win.
Okay, well, thank you, Sam. Thank you, everyone. That is your French Grand Prix for STB Season 21. Tomorrow, me and Maffeo will bring you Tier 2. Wednesday, Maffeo will bring you Tier 3. And if you don't want to watch them, then you can always join us next week, Monday, for the Tier 1 Hungarian Grand Prix. It should be an absolutely incredible race. Hungary is a decent track. So yeah, we'll see you in Budapest next week. Goodbye.